Hey guys, what's going on, dudes? It's David and FM back with another video, and welcome guys to a basically reaction to the Formula 1 race that just finished about a good 30 minutes ago, where Lewis Hamilton won the German Grand Prix, and I did call it. I did predict that Lewis Hamilton was gonna bounce back after his poor finish in his home Grand Prix and win Sebastian Vettel's home Grand Prix, but never did I expect Sebastian Vettel to make a mistake in his home Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel to make a mistake in his home Grand Prix. It was about like 15 laps to go, and a lot of people were on intermediates. There were some people on dry tires. Vettel was going to one of the corners, and he took it cautious into the corner, but he ended up driving into the gravel and then hitting the wall and ended up retiring from the race. Now that's really what gave Hamilton the win. I mean, like a few laps before then, Hamilton did pit to ultra soft tires because he thought that the rain was not going to hit that hard. Now the rain did hit hard, and unfortunately my driver came in when it was not right, and then he came in for ultra soft, and then he came back in for soft tires, which just basically ruined this race. And at the end of the race, he was probably so frustrated with the way things were going, he's probably just retired from the race on the last lap, which is kind of sad to see because I feel like my driver could have got points. But in other words, yes, Hamilton has won the German Grand Prix. Hamilton is now, I do believe, 18 points ahead of Sebastian Vettel in the championship, heading into the Hungarian Grand Prix. Now, the Hungarian Grand Prix is going to be a Grand Prix where I think the Red Bulls are going to dominate because they always do good in Hungary. And not only do I think the Red Bulls are going to do good in Hungary, I also think the McLarens are actually going to do pretty good in Hungary because that type of track suits their car. It's not high-speed straights or high-speed corners. It's like low-speed. I mean, there are some high-speed corners, but McLaren have always done good at Budapest, and Red Bull have always done good at Budapest. So that's why I do think McLaren will have a good finish. But when in terms of, this is basically like after done with the reaction now into predictions for next week, which is July 29th. That's the day of the race, I do believe. So my prediction for the Budapest race in Hungary is July 29th. Oh yeah, because the date's the 22nd. So my prediction for the Hungary race is going to be Max Verstappen to win Hungarian Grand Prix, Daniel Ricciardo to come second, Lewis Hamilton to come third, Sebastian Vettel to get fourth, and Kimi Räikkönen to get fifth. I believe the Red Bulls are going to be the most dominant car next year. I mean, not next year, next week. Because, like I said, their car is just mainly suited to that track. And if you look at Daniel Ricciardo's first win, which I do believe came at Hungary, then, yeah. Also, guys, Valtteri Bottas did drive a good race. I mean, he started second and finished second. But I feel like he should have won the race, but they said on the radio for him to hold position, which is basically block off Raikkonen, who was in third, and to get Mercedes 1-2, which, by the way, Mercedes have never had a 1-2 in their home race, which is unbelievable. Sorry. It's unbelievable. I mean, the German Grand Prix wasn't even on the calendar last year. It was on the calendar in 2016, and they didn't even get a 1-2 then. I'm pretty sure Hamilton did win that race. Or was it Nico Rosberg? I think it was Rosberg, actually. But based off, I'm going to go through the other competitors that finished in the top 10, if I can remember them right. Hopefully I do remember them right. And I'm going to just say how good they did and how good I think they didn't. So fourth place was Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen did finish fourth. Now, he had an average race. I think he started in actually P5. And by the way, hold on. Back to Hamilton. Hamilton started in P14, which is outside of the top 10. And I didn't even think he had a shot away in this race, but he ended up doing it. So Verstappen finished fourth. Hülkenberg finished fifth in his home race, the best German to finish in the race. Sixth place was Romain Grosjean. A very fantastic job from Grosjean after he came in when he was on the intermediates with like 5 laps to go and managed to finish sixth. Seventh was Sergio Perez. Eighth was Esteban Ocon. Ninth was Marcus Ericsson. He finally beat his teammate Charles Leclerc. And that was a very good job from Ericsson. But 10th really shocked me. 10th place was originally Carlos Sainz. But unfortunately he got a 10-second time penalty for overtaking during the safety car. So that promoted the guy that I would never think would have finished in the top 10, Brendan Hartley. The guy that half the time crashes out of the race before halfway is even gone. This guy needs to be replaced. Brendan Hartley, I don't think he's right for Formula 1, and I think he needs to be replaced. Now, the most likely scenario for him being replaced is that Antonio Giovinazzi gets into the Toro Rosso. Him and Pierre Gasly, an Italian and a Frenchman, do good in the Toro Rosso for Honda. Now, that was the top 10, and if I had to predict the top 10 for next week, based off my prediction for top 5, 6th place would probably be Carlos Sainz. 7th place would probably be Kevin Magnussen. 8th place would be Roman Grosjean. 9th place would be Fernando Alonso. And 10th place would be Charles Leclerc, because I think that guy's going to bounce back. He had a lot of mistakes in this Grand Prix, and it was just not a good Grand Prix for him. I mean, he's a Monegasque, so I don't know how he feels about the... But anyway, guys, I will see you guys later on today. I will have a second video, possibly even a third video, because I'm going to do a reaction to the NASCAR race, and I'm also going to do a video I promised that I would do on Instagram. Well, I promised from Instagram that I would do this video. It's going to be talking about one of my best friends, Payne, and that's basically and simple it. But anyway, guys, I'll see you guys later. Peace.